Morning, it's Friday morning, end of the week, and no more. I should have weighed myself, shouldn't I? Just to see what I'd put on last night, just out of interest. See whether I've put it all back on or whether it stayed off. But that wasn't the reason I was doing it. I was doing it to sort of give my body a chance to get back to what it should be doing, and instead of just eating crap. This job, it's so hard, because I look at this job and it's almost like a health choice. You look at truck drivers, you look at builders, you look at, I don't know, people in those types of industries, and the majority of them are fat and overweight and look unhealthy. They look a lot older than what they are, and I said to myself, oh yeah, I'm never going to be like that. And then just slowly, like progress, little small bits lead to a big thing. Same with, like, obviously deteriorating small little changes. So like McDonald's breakfast, Sayers, like convenient food that when you're in this job and you're like, right, I've got 10-20 minutes to find something to eat and get back to the job, and I need to do this, I need to do that, I haven't got time to. And it's excuses really, isn't it? I really should be doing a meal plan and just taking a boxing like Tom has been doing. And you say to yourself, it's like you haven't got time and stuff to do it, but you have got time. It's just you prioritise other stuff in front of that, which is sad really, isn't it? Because your health should be one of the main things that you focus on. But yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone. I mean, I feel normal now. I've had cereal and toast and a cup of tea this morning, so back to normal. But I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to give it a go. I always say give things a go unless they're illegal, and yeah, see if it works for you. But most of it's in your head, so it should be fine. It's good to test yourself mentally as well, because there was times where I was thinking, oh, I should just do 3 days, and I was like, nah, I've said I'll do 4, so I'll stick to it. And then I was wondering how far I could have. I felt like I could have done more days. I was wondering how many days I could do before I went, right, you know, I'm starving now. I'm actually hungry now. My body's telling me I need to eat. But today we need to finish the week on a good one, which is get 59's totally done. Well, no, it's not totally done. We need to paint the sills at the front and finish the back garden off, and then that's that one totally done. 78, we need to just finish inside, painting the doors, putting the overhead closers on, the fire strips, make sure they close, because that's a fail if the doors don't actually close when obviously you've got the overheads on. That's a fail in the fire inspection. So we get a fire inspection when we finish, not part of the building regs, but part of the I think maybe the HMO license they include it. They'll come out and check the doors shut, that you've got the right signage, that you've got call points, that you know the fire panel's working fine. Yeah, so that's where we're up to on 78, and then it's just painting, because we put like stair caps on, some MDF bits that are like fresh wood. So I'll show you now when we get there. One thing I forgot to mention was the meal we had last night. It was lovely, to be fair, in that Amici on Egbert Road. So I think they've only just opened. They've only been open a week. But it was a lovely lovely first meal after a 4-day fast. And then I had an email off, okay, let me reverse up here actually, because it's a nightmare. I had an email off the estate agent. So the one, when we're selling Western, I always put it up with 2 estate agents, and one of my friends owns the estate agents, and the other one's like the manager of the other one, and I always try and put it up with 2, because it gives them a bit of incentive, I think, to, like, you know, actually do something on the houses rather than like, you know, pushing it to the side or something if they've got viewings or whatever. Someone rings up for a viewing and they think, can we squeeze that in? You think, yeah, do it, because otherwise they might do it and we'll lose out. And well, it's 2 shop windows that it might be in, sort of thing, and Instagrams, all that. However, when I first sold my first house, I put it on Doorsteps. So Doorsteps was an app that was £99, and what they did is they put your photos on Rightmove, and you wrote the description, everything. They literally just put it on Rightmove, Zoopla, everything. I thought, no one, like, estate agents don't sell you the house. It's like you go and see the house and you go, yeah, I want it or not. And that's what I thought. And I had up with Doorsteps for months and just didn't get anywhere. Got like viewings and stuff, didn't get any offers. Swapped to my mate's estate agent, sold it within a week, and I was like, I don't get it. But there's obviously a market for estate agents. They obviously do something, or it could have been a coincidence, whatever. But the same now. We've got the 2 estate agents, so we've got an offer from. We've had 2 offers from one of the estate agents, and the other estate agents has only had 1 viewing. The other one's had nearly 20. Now, I don't know what's going on, why people are going with that estate agent over that one for the viewings, but the one that's only got 1 viewing rang me up and said, yeah, you know, we've only had 1 viewing, I think we should drop the price. And then they said to drop the price below an offer we've already had off the other estate agent. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna imagine you'd put an offer in on a house and then you seen it on Rightmove be reduced to below your offer. You'd be like, hold on, what's going on here? Have I over offered or something? So yeah, definitely won't be doing that. But it's just mad how the concept of estate agents work, isn't it? How can one estate agent get 20 viewings and the other one get 1 with the same house, the same pictures? Yeah, I don't know. But hopefully we'll get Western, we'll accept an offer on Western soon. We just had even more viewings with the other estate agent, so see if any other offers come through. If not, we will obviously make a decision and get the ball rolling with legals, because we could do with that money to get stuff going on the yard. And I've ordered the concrete panels for the yard as well, so it'll be good to get those in. And I think you get 20. I can't remember if it's 15 or 20 on a delivery truck, but I do need to sort out obviously getting them off the other side, because they weigh quite a bit. So I need to sort out. I was going to try and buy the dumper, but until Western sells, I can't do that. All fun and games, isn't it? So that's looking better now. Just that little bit really, you can see, but it's miles better. Still haven't wiped the pipes. Obviously keeps forgetting. I put poison on that, so hopefully that dies and doesn't grow. That's better. You can see they've done another coat on the sills. Sound? Let's go and have a look. What else are we getting on? YouTube killer. What are we on today? Other than the stuff I put in the group.
Get this kitchen siliconed.
Are you used to this now, by the way?
What?
Me just walking around like this. Do you feel weird sometimes?
It's like some of your current affairs programs were like, excuse me, sir, did you mean to do that? Get out of my face!
It does feel weird sometimes. Do you know what's mad? Because like I'm so used to getting it out now. However, you know when someone new turns up, like a delivery driver or something, and I just turn around and I'm like, yeah, and they're looking at you like, whoa, what's going on here? Everyone's initial reaction is to think like, whoa, what's going on? Looking good.
Don't have to record me.
Yeah, it's looking good, this kitchen, isn't it? They get better, these kitchens, don't they?
Oh yeah, this is what we need to discuss. This
The wall. Go on.
I don't think we can gloss it. I think it looks tacky glossed.
Too shiny.
Yeah.
So choose the undercoat. That's a matte. Sorted.
And then, are we going to put any decorative trims on there or not?
I'd just leave it for now. The couch is going there, isn't it? So it'll hide most of it. Yeah. You can always put some on afterwards if he feels that it needs to. So handles are all on, so these doors can now get painted, and then.
Closers all on.
Oh, you've done all the closers yesterday?
I'd like to say yes, but it's only one I need to put on.
Fire strips, paint, then fire strips.
I think all the casings upstairs were glossed yesterday, so.
Okay, so they're ready for fire strips. And then it's just painting doors.
Yeah, Mick's doing that now.
And then this house is done. Fire strips, paint doors. I'll put that double switch on now. Seems no. Do you want to have a go of it?
You know something I thought it could be with all the wires? Could it be 4-core between the two?
Yeah.
Live in, live out.
Yeah, Matt. What it is?
One set of lights, another set of lights. Is that what it is?
That's what it is. So one goes to this light, one goes to that light, and then he's done the 4-core, but then he got mixed up and he'd done another feed. So that's actually got a feed when it doesn't need it. So you can probably, I mean, you might as well leave it in. Just blank it off. Obviously leave it in here and you can just blank it off that side, the feed, and then it's there if we ever have an issue. We've got.
Side, is that split into two sections? That section and that section?
I don't know, to be
There's
fair.
like 4 wires there.
I think so. I think he's done that and this. So we should have these lights and those lights, is it? Yeah. Just obviously get the switch on and test it, because I know he got confused with that when he was doing it. So, but we'll figure it out. Sad. Let's go and have a look upstairs, and then I need to try and. How many people are in? I haven't looked at the app.
I think
Joe's off.
Dave, Blaine,
Joe and Andre are off.
down there.
Okay, I'll go around there now and make sure they know what they're doing. I've got an angle grinder then as well for them to do the front sills. Yeah. So in here it's just you and Mick.
Yep.
Sound? New Mick or old Mick?
Old Mick. I think the other Mick's on his way.
Okay. Sound?
He's got a bunch of paint using
So this one should be all done. Morning, you right? I see your arm. Ooh.
40 mil deep.
40 mil deep. Just, and then they're going to keep measuring it each time. And my mate had that. My mate got stung. My mate got stung on his leg.
Burst on Monday on me.
It burst. What was it? A cyst?
There's a cottage cheese coming out of it.
Oh.
And when they go to the hospital, for 4 needles, still feeling cutting it. I feel they have to put another 2 in, still feel it.
He said in the group it was massive, wasn't it? Went dead deep.
It was like a bubble, like a golf ball in my arm, and it burst. Went like a big saggy arm, I could feel it growing. And then she cut it. We had 2 hours, who's now just cut it down. Pulled out like this little white sack that was in. Like,
That was it.
well,
That was the cyst.
That, abscess it was.
Abscess.
And took that bag out and then just like scoop it down.
So my mate had that. He got bit by like some sort of mad fly, and it like started eating his skin away. And he had to get it cut out, had a big chunk, and they said the same, that he had to put tissue,
Ribbon in it.
like, yeah, he put like obviously a dressing in, and then they had to keep taking it out and making it smaller, because otherwise the skin would just heal over and you'd have a big bubble.
Yeah, it's got a heel and it wasn't up.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
first piece of ribbon was a foot long, she packed in. I was like,
Oh my God.
Just shoving it in, I was like, horrible.
So we're just doing doors and white paint in here, isn't it? And then this is done.
Soft floors, just touch up door strips.
Sound? It is just painting then, isn't it? Isn't it? Right, I'll go and have a look how they're getting on with one.
So you went all the white pencil on the brick there,
So here's me thinking this all needs painting. You've done it yesterday, didn't you? And then we've got black spray paint for this. The rails, yeah. We'll have to try and do that without getting it on the new paint.
So now the mat for under the stone on the garden all day.
Yeah.
Slide that over it.
Yeah. Sound. Right, let's go in and see how
What do you want to
we're
do?
getting on.
What this bit means?
I'd just leave it.
Or just paint it?
Yeah, I was thinking of putting a brick there and stoning it, but it just leave it for now. See, I'll ask him. I'll ask the owner what he wants to do, but I think we'll leave it.
Just ask the questions, isn't it?
You alright? Yep. More painting? Yay! Leave this wall, because that looks alright, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to ask him now what he'll... it's proper killed it, isn't it? I only sprayed that the other day.
Yeah, but look how thick the stump is, that's not going to...
And I've literally poured poison on it, so obviously it will just die, won't it?
Just rot.
Yeah, it'll just disintegrate or not, and hopefully. But we shall see. There's more poison there, so we'll spray that over again. Just keep.
Do with that wall long?
I'm just going to send them a picture now and say what you want us to do.
Is that not their responsibility next door?
Probably joint, isn't it? But I'll ask him. So paint this magnolia, yeah. And then are we going to do that across there now? Are we? Someone started there, and start the sills. Get them the tape off the windows, yeah. Sound? I thought we'd done all that.
And this one is all...
I mean, if you do that, it'll come off, yeah. If you whack it, it'll come off. But now you're going to try and just paint it rather than mortar it again. Yeah, get all that off. Do you want me to get a wire brush?
Got it with this, there's not much is
Yeah. And then get some Someone had the goers on YouTube for not doing it properly.
Which?
The railings and the paint on the other one, on 59.
Why, because you sprayed it?
Yeah. We should have used anti-fungal paint and done the pea gravel after we'd painted the wall, but it's hard, isn't it? Because you're so... One day you're doing one thing, the next day you're doing the other. But yeah, we'll try and use it on this one, eh?
Which the anti-fungal paint?
No, it's like a wash, anti-fungal wash, and then I was saying to Dave even, it might be worth PVA in it. Do you know what I mean? And then painting it. Just put a wash of PVA on so it dries up any loose, you know what I mean? And then you're not using as much paint, but we'll see. People say I'm a moaner, but this is how these are meant to look underneath the sinks. And this is how we've decided to do it. So I don't know who's done that. However, I can go back to our group and it's the 14th of March. Someone's done that and I've flagged it and said, needs bringing out. These are having small one chrome shower on show. I've showed them what we're doing, how it's going to look, and I've even given them dimensions for where to bring each one out. So that's there. So everyone's ready, double tick, and someone's done that. So that's why I'm a moaner. Because end of the day, it's me, isn't it? Who's gonna get the crap off people who come into view and go, who's done that? So we've actually just had the pedestals delivered. So we were gonna do these as just wall hung. However, this one's just not. We put like a fixing behind here, but it's actually bending the whole wall when we do it. So I just said, right, just get some pedestals. As nice as these look. I don't want to be getting a call the first week when a student leans on this and pulls the entire wall off. So I was hoping that these would fit in. So they slide underneath. So we could just slide these under and then pack underneath here to the sink. But let's just do it properly. So we're gonna cut the silicone that's at the back of this, take this off, and then while we're doing that, we might as well sort this pipe work out. So we'll take these tiles off here, reposition these pipes to where they should be, put the little chrome slips on them so it looks a bit better, and redo it all. So hopefully, at the end of the day, we'll have, well, hopefully within a few hours, we'll have all that done. So we took the sink off. What we're going to do now is just obviously get the hot this side and the cold this side. However, there's a timber there, so we might need to pull a bit more of that, put an elbow on, see if we can get it in there, yeah. So we're on this one, and we've actually managed to do this one without too much damage. But I'm stood here and I just took a little piece out there. And I was like, why is that? And then I looked and I was like, why is that one finishing there? Look, they should all be finishing in the middle, and then the next row. So 1, 2, those 3 rows have just gone completely wrong.
He hasn't put
Because-
he hasn't started with his cut properly. So
Yeah, but why is that?
that should be, yeah, which would make everything.
Why has he done that? And then, I've just seen this, looks absolutely crap. Because that's not the pattern. So that's just lazy though. Oh, you try and give people a chance to learn, and obviously you know you've done that. So when I said this to everyone when they tile, I go, you know when you make a mistake, don't try and don't try and like get round the mistake by doing something else. Just go back and fix the mistake, because it'll have a knock-on effect everywhere else, which this has obviously had a knock-on effect here. Don't know why he's done it, but he knows he's done it because he's had to cut a small piece to put in here. So that's what burns my head out more. You give people a chance to learn, and he's got the chance. It wouldn't even bother him if he took them back off, however long it'd take him. So we're now going to pull all these off and all them off and do it properly, because
What's the real lot?
yeah. So take it.
These are alright.
Those 3 rows there. Look. Oh no, that one's okay. It's just these 2 rows. So it's 2 rows. So for the sake of 2 rows.
Multi the grout out. So
Yeah. And then we need to take every alternate one of them out. So that top one's wrong. That should be a half there. That one should be a full. That one should be a half. So we need to take these out and put halves in. Or we can try and multi-tool it and grout it.
Yeah, put it, what you do on the brickwork, or if you'd like to.
Yeah, but we can do like I've got like a tile cutter for the multi-tool. So we can try that. Whiz a line in and grout it. Let's try that. If not, we'll take them off and do it properly. Oh, right at the end of the job, I've just told the owner this house is ticked off today, and now, you know, we're making more mess, but putting things right. I've just found this brand new out the bag, and it's one of those bits that you get with the multi-tool that you think, I'll never ever use that, and yet here we are. Well, I shouldn't have to use it, but yeah, here we go. Gonna give it a go for the first time. Whoever's done that silicone, why do we use white silicone when the tiles are the grout's grey? It's just another thing that looks crap. Right, that's now ready for grout, and then we need to get a grey, dark grey silicone as well, go over this. But we need to try and keep the lines similar to the size of the grout. Just film this as part of my day now. Yeah, I'll put that on. So,
and action.
Take one. So, this one was, the joist was here, and obviously someone had brought the pipe out the wrong side. I mean, looking at that, it's a swing on the thing, isn't it? It's probably about right to go with the depth of the sink. But all I've done is I've took, obviously, the isolation valve off, and then when you're using plastic, always use an insert, because what happens is, yeah, I'll show you how these work actually. So you might not be able to see it, in there is some like sharp, like Stanley blade teeth that go, I can take one off in a minute actually. I've only got this one with me, so I'm going to use it. Don't want to dismantle it. And then that's what actually holds the pipe in. So when you take an old one of these out that you've like twisted and turned, it might have little razor blade teeth on it. So I put it's weird because you'd think that the copper wouldn't grab, but you'll be able to see there that you maybe see the teeth now. And can you see it on the video? Have you got a close up with them teeth or not? No.
No, see like the notches.
No, yeah. You'd think the copper wouldn't, but it does. It somehow grabs copper as well, just as good.
It's because
I've had more problems with plastic popping off than copper, weirdly. And you'd think it'd dig into the plastic and all better. And then obviously you've got a plastic and then a rubber washer. Not too sure what they do, to be fair. I think obviously the rubber is the seal, and as you push in and pull back, the plastic squashes the rubber and it goes round the pipe, I'm guessing. And then you tighten that, and that stops that from being able to open it. So when you loosen that, that's when obviously you can push that in, and what that does is it disengages the teeth on the things, so these are actually reusable. But what we're going to do is you push that on and you'll feel it click, and then obviously tighten that. Now that one in, and then we'll pop that back on, tighten that, and there you go. Should look something like the picture we're about to do. And then one thing to mention, so when you're notching into joists, you can only do 0.125 of the depth of the joist. So if it's like an 8-inch joist, so these are 100mm, what's 0.125 of 100mm, Dave? Quick maths.
An inch, that's a quarter.
Quarter?
Yeah.
A quarter's 25mm, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, so it's 0.125,
Oh,
that'd be 0.25. 0.1 is 12.5mm, whereas I've got about 15mm here, so I'm gone past the regs, but I'm sure.
But we're gonna cleat either side of the timber, so we keep the integrity of the stud, because we've reduced the structural integrity of the stud by going in a couple of mil deeper than what we needed to.
Yeah, you're going to put battens either side.
Yeah.
Sounds. But yeah, that's it. Now we can get this back on, and then we'll get the sink connected at the new height. Sound? It's the filmer. These are gonna finish off. Obviously touching up this. Just make sure you get right in the cracks. Put a big blob of paint on and get it right in. Yeah. Oh yeah, you got the little brush. And then I've just sent obviously what to do with this wall to the owner. I mean, I'm poisoning that, but what we're going to do now is just going to take this off. So we're going to knock all this render off our side, take the brickwork off, pull the roots out, and then rebuild the brickwork, and then either render it or leave it as brick. Probably render it, because if it comes off nice, we might leave it as brick, but if not, we'll render it. So what I'm going to do is, obviously here's the waste pipe and the hot and the cold, and I'm going to transfer this to here. So I'm going to cut this out, foam this plasterboard in, and then obviously we've got something to tile to with those in the right place. The cameraman's back. So this is what I was planning to do. So I'm not worried about them for now. You can just bend out the way, because all I want to do is get that, and then yeah, now I can multi-tool that. You got the multi-tool, and then I can pop that in, poke these through that, and then sound? Yeah, you can stop that. So as you can see, we've got these set out right now, so that 1, 2, 3. So we know this spacing's right either side like that, because we've just done it with the holes, and then all we've done is push that back, put these on, and then I'm going to foam behind that now, let that go off 10 minutes, take these off, and then we've got something to tile to. That's quick and easy. Alright, we're going to let that go off, clean it up, and then this is ready for tiling. I'm going to do the other side, the other bathroom now. So we've got both of these ready now. What I've just looked for is, I was going to go and get them now, but Screwfix haven't got them in stock. So by the time the tile goes on the thing, that's as tight as we can get that. However, we can change this for an elbow isolator. So I've seen Screwfix sell Flowmast, these ones, elbow isolators. However, I've just seen on eBay, they do an elbow isolator, but with obviously like a thumb turn isolation, which all the call outs I do, if you went to your house and your sink was, leaking like mad, you'd be able to turn around and just go yoink, turn it off. Whereas now, I mean, I go to call outs where people don't have a clue what these do. They don't even know what isolation valves are. So if you're seeing a normal turn, your instinct would just be, I'll turn that and see if it stops. So I've just ordered a load of them, because I'll start fitting them on every job we do. It just makes things a lot easier. So, what's it been? 10 minutes or something? Have you had a ciggy?
Ciggy break, yeah.
Ciggy break, and this foam's gone off. Everyone thinks foam's like, a cowboy builder's tool, but if you use it right, if you use it right, it's good. And for stuff like this, if you're doing like a quick job where you need to go off quick, so that's ready to tile now. So at least we've got something to the adhesive to stick to. And like I say, I'll try and swap them for the other valves when they come. But if you want to start tiling this one, and then we'll get it ready to fit the sink again. I'm just on the way to see my accountant. I'm going to do a VAT return, so I've just got to transfer all my bank statements and stuff. And on that subject, actually, I was waiting on, obviously when we did the student properties, I was waiting on a payment for that, but he was waiting on a payment for someone else, and literally it couldn't have landed like any tighter than it did, because I think I went down to, I had £80 in my bank, and then we had the money that I've put deposited at the builders merchants, and then I put on the business card. It's like a cash card that we use for the business that we get cash back on. And other than that, I had £80 in the business bank account, and I was waiting on this payment, which was a large payment for us, probably the biggest one we've ever had, other than selling a house. It was £31,500, and we literally got down to the wire where I was thinking, like, obviously I'm not going to be able to pay the lads today if we didn't have that. So it landed, obviously, I think it was yesterday. But that's just like, that's how it works in business. It's like, if everything ran smoothly and everything went like clockwork, it'd be easy and everyone would do it. However, there are times where you've got to beg, steal and borrow and do whatever you need to keep stuff going, and just pray and hope that stuff lands when it's meant to. And fortunately for us, it did. I've just been to Pink Salmon on Smithdown Road. If you haven't been and you live in Liverpool and you like sushi, it's absolutely amazing. This couple have come up from London, and obviously they've just started maybe a month or two, and it's so nice. They do all, I love the hot meats ones, so like chicken and avocado. You get tempura and prawn, crispy duck. They do like a crispy fish one as well. So I've just got that hot meats platter now, and I can't wait to tuck into this. But yeah, so I'll be able to see if there's any more mail as well from the operator's license objections, which apparently we've had. If you didn't know, we've had record objections. So we've had the most objections to an operator's license in the UK, which, let me say that again, the most objections in the UK for my 500 square metre site. Like, that's insane. It just shows you how me putting this out there early and telling people what I'm doing, they've able to, you know, start a WhatsApp group with over 100 people in, and obviously it's gone in there and they've all gone, right, let's make his life hell. And I mean, they've just come back to me and just asked for a few more details, so hopefully the commissioner looks at it and goes, you know what, yeah, it's still fine, whatever, but we'll have to wait and see. How many meetings have you had like this?
No, mate.
You've never used chopsticks, have you? Do you know how to use them? No. Yeah, go like, put your finger in the middle.
Yeah.
And like that, look, like that. Yeah, like that. It's good for me when you've got all over your hands. What have you gone? What was that, prawn or chicken? That one's prawn. Right, we've got prawn, cooked chicken with spicy mayo, crispy duck, and I think that's
salmon, though.
Oh, that one's salmon.
What
was that the one you had?
I had the crispy one.
I think that's salmon as well. Yeah. I think that's teriyaki salmon. Teriyaki salmon, spicy mayo salmon, and then there's an eel in somewhere in here. I can't figure out which one it is, unless it's these here. Unless it's them ones.
I'm avoiding the eel at all costs, like.
Why? Try it.
No.
Did you contact the land registry already?
No, so I did get a letter about objecting to it, which I have done. So I just wanted to check whether the survey had been done or not, because it says about if there's any access restrictions or anything, which there is. So
And
I just wanted to make sure that if they want to do the survey, I can let them in.
and what is the first line of the address?
It's Bowden Builders Merchants, 6A, Bowden Road.
So I can see that the job is closed, which means that the survey, it looks like the survey has been done, but I've got a different title number for it in our system.
Okay.
So if once the survey is completed, you can get more information about the outcome by contacting land registry, because they will have more information about the survey.
Okay.
Do you have a number to the land registry, or
I
would you
do,
like
but
to...
they're closed on Fridays, aren't they?
Oh, all right.
So I'll just have to.
Alright.
I'll have to wait. Yeah, wait until Monday. Is it when the next open?
Yeah. If you've got any questions, please let me know.
No worries. Thanks for your help.
Okay. Thank you. Is there
Bye-bye.
anything else, Andrew?
And you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So back on the student job, and I love Dave's tile spaces. But as you can see now, the pipes are coming out where we want them, and yeah, this will look good. So he's gonna take. You did that before dinner, didn't you?
Yeah.
He's gonna take that out now and start grouting this so that we can fit the sink. You got rapid set, didn't you? Yeah. So yeah, end of the day. Hopefully, I'll have the sinks back on, siliconed on, ready to be used tomorrow. So the lads have been chasing the root of that bush, and I was baffled. I always think, how does that tree or that bush get nutrients from a wall? Do you know what I mean? I understand it gets sunlight and rain, but where does it get nutrients from? And we found the answer, didn't we? It gets nutrients from the floor. So the root has gone all the way down and is actually into the ground. So we took it out as far as we can. We've poisoned it, and then we're gonna rebuild this now. Take all the old dead roots out. Tom is just taking the other one out because there was two on this. Have you got that root? Yeah.
Getting there.
Oh, you got that bit? Oh yeah, look how far down they go. You wouldn't think that these grow and cause that much damage. So yeah, keep chasing that one. So what's happening is this side of the wall is the old brickwork. However, on our side, it's been mortared out and rendered. So that's actually holding that brickwork in strong. So you can see obviously the benefits of rendering if your wall's all crumbly. But Blaine's just clearing the bricks off now. I'm going to go and get the mixer, and we're going to put a mix on and just start bricking this bit back up so that it's a bit safer for the neighbour's wall. What I like about this is that obviously we decided to do that with the wall today, and we had all these bags of sand and cement left over, so it's actually cleared here, this garden, of sand and cement. So this is pretty much done now, looking better. And we're going to use it on the job over the road, so it's worked out well. So we've got this mixing now. Luckily Nick's got the petrol on, but I've just been the neighbours to get some washing up liquid. Apple, this wall's going to smell of apple, but I'll show you the difference. So this obviously hasn't got the plasticizer in, and if you try and mortar that, you've got too much, haven't you? If you try and mortar that, you'll see the difference in. That's not too bad, is it? Sometimes probably been mixing a while, hasn't it?
All the water comes to the top and goes back to side.
And you'll see the difference. It's got better, it sticks better to the bricks, and obviously grabs better then. But you'll see as I put this in now, it'll spill out more as well. Well, let me go away from the mixer. So what happens is obviously you're meant to use plasticizer, however it's in one of the other vans and I haven't got time to go looking through them all. What it does is obviously what makes the bubbles in this obviously helps the mortar go like more creamy. So you know when the mix is ready, when it's like cream, and you put it onto the bricks and it just sticks like really well, rather than like being bitty and like having gaps in it. This makes it proper, well, I say like creamy. You'll see the difference. I'm just going to show it a bit more cream. See the difference in that, compared to what we had before. Like a bit more creamy. Right, getting the barrel and start. Don't tell me, Tom, tell YouTube. Don't tell me, tell YouTube. Look how much you've had to take out to get to that route. That's mad, isn't it? So, and then you're just breaking these bricks up now. Mick's on light duties, weren't you, today? Because of his arm. And now he's rebuilt the wall already. So this neighbour's getting a brand new, well, nearly a brand new wall. Their wall was crumbling and we're fixing it for nothing. And then we're going to have a right good tidy up job with the slates, aren't we? I think I might as well video that. I reckon it's great that we can just go, right, we're going to knock that down today. And then we've knocked it down and gone, right, we're going to rebuild that. Right, go and grab the mixer, go and grab the sand. And then I've just rang Ben 10 minutes ago and he's brought sand cement to carry on mixing this. So we're probably going to get one more mix before the end of the day, but we've got the rest here for Monday. You can tell when the students are moving out.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to move our tippers so they stop throwing stuff in it. Right, someone get the mixer going again. Get half a bag of cement in. And see how far we get now. Probably start that other side, back it up, yeah. Yeah, tie them in. Right, 4:05 and we've got a little bit there to do. And this bit, so 4:05 and Blaine said, should we put another mix on? No, you didn't. You said, are you sure you want to put a mix on? Did you want to put that mix on?
No.
You asked me 4 times. That'll do. Don't fill it too much. We'll get rid of that before 4:30, do you reckon?
No.
It's not even 10 past yet. We're going to run out of bricks, I reckon, before mix. I'm fuming. Because we didn't get this wall done by 4:30. I was convinced we were going to get it done by 4:30. We've run out of mix 6 minutes later. Reckon we've got one more mix tomorrow. Finish these off and then we'll start. Oh, I was just about to say the easiest way to point this. The easiest way to point this is a brush. So, and you like brush it into the edges. Oh, there's like a million ways to point, but on these student jobs, this is our favourite because it's the easiest. And I don't know about you, but I actually like the way it looks. There's probably people saying, "Oh, it looks crap," but I don't know. I reckon that's sound considering we've just lashed that on. Considering he's getting this wall done for nothing. One of the students has just been in the window filming us. Because we technically haven't got permission off the neighbours to do it, so, but I'm sure he won't object to a new wall, and then we're going to tidy all this up and reslate it, so.
If you said then, just rip that big tree out and build your new wall for nothing, I'm sure I can't even know about that.
Mick, what do we say to people who are enjoying the channel?
Like, subscribe, comment.
And you need to put something else on for your own twist.
Get on Andre for any foreigners.
Get on Andre for any foreigners. Mick, the other Mick, new Mick. We've got too many Micks now. New Mick said vote Labour.
UK reform.
Who do you want? UK reform, why?
They just sort this country out before.
Because you've got to go from here now. Where have you got to go?
I'm for about 4 hours to get my arms stuck now because the NHS is
There you go, right?
That's what the right one, yeah.
So who do you reckon vote who?
UK Reform, I'll be voting.
So like, comment and subscribe and
Vote UK Reform.
there you go.
Back to the reality.
What score would you give your tiling and grouting out of 10? An 8. I'll take an 8. So there's only that one looks a bit big, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But obviously it's dry now, isn't it? That'll be covered by the sink anyway, won't it? But that's miles better, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's how we should have done it first time, isn't it? That one the same? Well, that'll be covered, won't it?
Yeah.
Sound?
See what I mean about the
Yeah, because the...
votes?
Yeah. I've got... Oh, I suppose I can't really put them on now. I've got deeper ones.
Yeah, different ones. Fantastic.
Who's done that? It's work for us, isn't it? How hard is that?
You know,
How hard is that?
I got Jock and I was paid.
Like them I've got.
Yeah.
I might cut them and put them on then. Sounds?
Yeah, no, I'll still be able to.